The 49ers just signed Myles Hartsfield, a 25-year-old safety who played the first 3 seasons of his career with the Carolina Panthers. So that's why the 49ers signed him. Steve Wilks knows him. Steve Wilks was their defensive coordinator last year. Now he's the Niners defensive coordinator. He's worked with Myles Hartsfield. And Hartsfield started 10 games last season. Played in 15, started 10. The year before, played in 10, started 9. So this is a former undrafted free agent who has 19 games of starting experience. That doesn't necessarily mean he'll make the team. I'm guessing he signed a 1-year deal for the vet minimum, but I don't know yet. Right now, he's the 4th safety on the roster behind Tashawn Gibson, Talanoa Hufanga, and George Odom. He replaces Tarvarius Moore, who left in free agency and never really had much of a role in the Niners outside of special teams. So now the Niners could draft a safety, but they don't have to. I think before this, you were looking at safety as a position they could draft with one of their 3rd-round comp picks at the end of round 3. Now they don't necessarily have to do that, considering they have big-time needs in the trenches, and safety no longer is a big-time need with 4 players who have starting experience here. I also think it's interesting that we're starting to see Steve Wilks bring in guys that fit his system and guys that he knows. He's a longtime defensive coach, is a defensive back guru, and now he has signed 2 DBs, Isaiah Oliver and Myles Hartsfield. Guys who have started, guys who aren't necessarily in high demand around the league, but he seems to have a vision, a role for them. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. The Steve Wilks defense is also going to be interesting. The Niners have had a defense in place since Robert Saleh got here 7 years ago. He came in and then he left, and the defense went to DeMeco Ryans, but DeMeco had been on the team as quality control and then a linebacker coach. So he was sort of part of the Robert Saleh coaching tree, and the defense didn't change. DeMeco didn't have to learn anything. Steve Wilks hasn't been here. So he's going to do things slightly different. And I wonder if there's going to be a period early on in the season where the defense sort of is getting its feet underneath it, kind of like the offense does early in the season. That'll be interesting because usually what happens with the Niners, offense starts the season slow, defense carries the team to the bye week. So we'll see what Steve Wilks and Myles Hartsfield do, because I'm sure Myles Hartsfield is going to play a ton of defense this year, right?